Docs, following our previous correspondence, the board is less than happy that you chose to simply stick to standard. We asked you to try to move away from this based on a deeper conversation, and we are disappointed. Regards, the board. Dear board, we're top of the table, unbeaten, 3 points clear, and right now on course for a first ever Premier League title. No regards, Doxy Boy. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is episode number 41 of Career Mode. Get out of here. Seriously, man. We are top of the table and on absolute flames right now. Yes, we had our first loss of the season against AC Milan in Europe, but other than that minor negative, we are absolutely flying right now. Today, returning with lots more games in the Premier League. We aim to build on our 3-point gap and on our match day 5 of the Champions League phase away in the Czech Republic against Slavia Prague. So, yep, loads of games to get through today. We'll kick off with this. It is Southampton, newly promoted away at St Mary's. How are the lads? We'll also have match day 6 of the Champions League phase against Club Brugge today as well. Don't think we'll get... Oh, Kasper Janda is just sent... What is Jared Brandthwaite complaining about, man? He's just been sent walking as Southampton take the lead. We'll take on the Belgian side on match day 6 of the league phase. I'll try and squeeze in the Forest Carabao Cup quarter-final, but no promises. But, oh, Kasper... I thought he was going to the byline, instead steps inside and Jared Brandthwaite sent the wrong way. Struggling Southampton, a goal up, and as things stand, our unbeaten league season coming to an end on the south coast. One of the reasons why I get beat with Jared quite often is because his agility and balance stats are really poor compared to someone like Lucius, for example. And I've talked about it many times before, but those two stats there are really underrated in CM. And when you have a centre-half who's got low for both of those ratings, it means that quite often they'll get turned. And once they are, because those stats are so low, it's very hard for them to make the recovery. 25 minutes in, I've had a bit of shocker there. And I've had a shocker really to start the game off from a goal down. As things stand, it's going to be a second goal. You put it on the struggling Southampton to get it. Damien Downs rolls it across and it was almost right there. Robin bails me out. And Sunderland haven't got going yet. Hannibal to Siddiqui with 8 to go before the break. Rigg slides a lovely ball through. Talby onto it. Oh, brilliant footwork and the finish to match as well. Called it before he even shot it. Talby, when he steps aside, now that's the agility and balance you need at the top level. That was glorious. 3rd and 12, 1 in every 4, Sunderland level. 25 minutes to go, still tied at 1-1, and not for the first time this season. It's been quite a poor display from Sunderland. And I've said this many times before, but ultimately every team is going to have a game or two like this where they're just not really clicking. But the best teams will find a way to win in spite of that. They will find a way to grind out a win in the games where they've not been at their best, where they've not been clicking. And I think about it this season, the draw against West Ham, that 1-1, only just about bailed out in the final second, against Liverpool away at Anfield. Okay, tough place to go, don't get me wrong, but never really got going, and a very timid 0-0. Forget the AC Milan game at the San Siro. Just in general, our league games this season, yes, there's been some great wins, but in the process, some really poor displays. But like I said, champions will find a way to get the win. And Abdul Fatawu says that's what one of the world's best players can do. 90 rated, highest rated player in the team, and who's just seen us come from behind to take the lead. Steps inside from the right with the Berber spin, then the heel-to-heel flick, sets himself, finishes 2-1. Yes sir, and this is what the champions do. They find a way to scrap their way to glory, even when not on their game. And it's not over yet as Sammy the Dozy looks for a bit of space. Great ball through! And Damien Downs beats Roos to the ball. Well, I thought we were going to scrap our way to the win. Not anymore. Yep, it's another slip-up from Sunderland, and as we keep on saying, life is all about perspective. You might look at Lee Taylor and say, Doxy Boy, undefeated right now, still in pole position. What a great campaign so far. Well, these are the games like this one, like against West Ham, where we failed to capitalise and get the wins that we will need to be Premier League champions. Despite a couple of great results this season, we are still far from playing our best football. Right, following games, speaking of far from playing our best football, well, our last game in the Champions League was our only defeat of the season so far. That 3-0 crashing away to San Siro, and on the back of no wins in our last 2 in Europe, and only 1 point taken for a possible 6, outside the top 8 automatic last 16 places, we've got to return to winning ways in this one here. High pressure game away in the Czech Republic, Slavia Prague on match day 5. Well, we often say setbacks are a part of life. You got to deal with it, you got to move past it, you got to move on from them, you got to put it right next time out. That's what we're going to do tonight. I'm already calling it. Win in Czech Republic. I'm going to go scoreline 2-0. 2-0. An early goal for Norton as well. He could do with one. He steps inside. Oh, and almost got it as well. Simple save, but yeah, it's going to happen, man. Like, you're going to drop the ball on occasion, man. No one is perfect. You've got to accept that. And when it happens, just got to put it right. What do we get wrong against Southampton? Well, the defence was really poor. Very lacklustre on the defensive end. And not enough chance creation. So, okay, we see where we went wrong in that last game. Now let's put it right in this one. Let's do what we need to do to get back to winning ways. Don't think with emotion. Think logically. That's a nice football. That's really well done. Hinchelwood finds Norton. Back to Jack. I've got Burrows out wide. He'll find him. Lovely football from Sunderland. In it goes to Kyle. Quick offload. Rolled through. There's Norton. And there is the FGS like I called. A little later than I expected, but 13 minutes in, Sunderland in front, courtesy of our number 9's first in the Champions League. Chioka looking for a bit of space. Rolls it through. Litchurel does really well. We should get it away with Burrows and Hinchelwood playing a 1-2. He's so good, Litchurel. I can't believe in season 1 when Leipzig recalled him, I was like, oh, should we recall him? Do you think we should do it? Should I get him back? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm not sure. How are you not sure, Doxy, mate? This guy's fantastic. I'm so glad I listened to you guys, because he has been consistently our best defender. As a man drills in the second to double the lead. I'm not sure if he's good enough, really. Of course he's brilliant, mate. Great interception on one end, quick little move on the other, and a man gets our second of the night. Oh, I love the scenes there. I often say when you're away from home, particularly in European ties, take note of where your travelling fans are housed, and when you score, don't always have to do it, but when you celebrate with them, it looks really cool when the camera pans out. A man doubles our lead, tuning up, and exactly what we need to do tonight. Learning our lessons from the last game, putting it right in this one. Great performance tonight from Sunderland, so much better. And again, we've done exactly what we needed to do as Dan Neil heads away that cross there. And we've put it right. It was a poor display on the South Coast. And even if we would have won that game, it still would have been a poor win. But, you know, as we keep on saying, or we said it earlier, like, the key to succeeding on the back of a setback is understanding where you went wrong and putting it right in the next endeavour you go into. And you hear a lot about bad losers, you know, sore losers, people that throw their toys out of the pram, get angry, show frustration, cry, show emotion. That's not a bad loser. Not in my book. That's someone that is going through the range of human emotion that is expected to be felt on the back of a setback. In fact, I think it's a good thing, because once you get, as Chris Reeve always put the cherry on the cake there, once you get over those emotions and you get over them quicker by expressing them quicker, then you can move on to analysing why you went wrong. You can take the emotions out of it because you've already displayed them, and then you can analyse, right, why did I fail? Why did I lose? Let me put it right next time out. Against Southampton, weak defensively. Tonight, rock solid. On the offensive end, not aggressive enough creating chances. Tonight, very assertive. And most importantly, back to winning ways as well. Right, following game, jumping straight into it. Next up, Premier League, Everton at home. Still unbeaten, still top of the table. But again, these are the games we have to win if we are to stay there. How are the lads? A bad loser to me is not someone that cries or gets angry or shows emotion. In fact, I would go as far as saying that's a good loser. I'd rather see someone, you know, expressing their emotion and frustration on the back of losing than saying I don't care. Because that way it shows that the hurt they've had is real, and because they care so much, they're going to be more willing to try and put things right next time out. We definitely did get Slavia Prague, and I think we will today as well. What a start. Abdul Fattah, glorious goal, 6 in 13. Take a bow, star of Sunderland. Finney looking for a bit of space and then runs straight into Fattah, who hunted him down. There's a mad offload to Hinchelwood. Oh, no, Norton, what a turn! Absolutely brilliant from Kyle. And whilst I wouldn't say he's the star of Sunderland yet, and he's kind of in Fattah's shadow, we know he's got the potential to be the greatest striker the Black Cats have ever seen. Look at that for a turn to put his man away. And with all the space in the world, bending into the top corner. And his man lunging at thin air. Kyle's already 2 yards past him. And the ball into the back of the net. 2 goals up, our 2 top scorers with them both. And surely Sunderland back to winning ways domestically. It's going to be free. Everton throw it away, and all of our front three should get a goal in the first half. Tao, you might have to take it on early, but it'll still hit the back of the net. All three getting a goal in the first half. Talby, Norton, Fatawu, looking unstoppable. Nice tribute to Diogo Jota. Sunderland, 3 goals up. I actually don't know how you do the Diogo Jota celebration. I just press the circle button and sometimes it appears. But yeah, it was a lovely, lovely goal. That was Hinshelwood. He's going to go for it. It just didn't dip on time. Well, I've been asked a couple of times in the comments, Doxy, well, I haven't seen you be going for it in FC26. You're trying the halfway line goals this year. I am, yes, but I'm not even getting close this year, to be honest. But that one here had a lot of power behind it. Just no dip. But still 3-0, and that would have been the icing on the cake had that gone underneath the crossbar. Anyway, leading by 3. Very comfortable display. And as things stand, back to winning ways domestically with a very controlled performance. It's just a lob pass, by the way. Like, for those that ask me how I do that, it's literally just a lob pass. Just hold down the square button. I have lob pass on manual, by the way, so no assistance at all. When you have it on assistance, it's not going to get enough power. And it's often going to be just, what's the word here? Perceived to be a pass to one of your strikers. But yeah, if you just hold down the square button and try and drill it on target. Ooh, nah. I haven't really gone close this year, to be honest, but that's how you do it. It's just literally just a lob pass on manual. Anyway, 20 minutes to go. You know it's been a comfortable display when we're trying those halfway line goals. Very, very solid performance again. And like I said, man, we might have slipped up in that game against Southampton, but since then, back on track with 2 great performances. Yup, next up, let's keep this unbeaten start to the Premier League going. Following contest, Bristol City away at Ashton Gate as the Robins playing their first of the season in the Premier League in the bottom 3 with a chance to go further clear at the top of the table. How are the lads? Bristol City, by the way, excellent team if you want to do an RTG in England. No major honours in club history, haven't played in the Premier League in the club's history either. Lovely kits, a cool nickname, the Robins. Bristol's a lovely city in the southwest of England as well. And they've got their real stadium, Ashton Gate, that was added last year as well. So if you're looking for an RTG starting in the Championship, I think they're a great team to use. And they've developed some decent young talent over the years as well. And maybe when you get to a decent enough level, you can bring one of those guys back in Alex Scott. Oh, great build up there. Scaro, can you finish? Oh, yes, you can. And what a start for Sunderland. The Ant-Man with his 2nd of the season. And the Black Cats pouring on the Robins early doors. I think I said last season that the player that Guerrero reminds me of the most is probably Patrice Evra, and not just because he's French, but it's the fact that on occasion defensively he looks absolutely lost, but then there are other games where he shuts down right wingers. Evra was a lot like that, you know, he's a very hot and cold player. As Norton, had his shot deflected over by Rob Dickey and behind for a corner. So very inconsistent defensively, but no one can deny Evra was sensational going forward on occasion. He had a great left boot on him, very technically skilled. And again, Guerrero is the same, really. Just depends what kind of play you're going to get. As Hannibal finds Maxime, roll back in, it's how we should make it 2, and does. And right before the break, recycle possession, got the 2nd, and take a 2-goal cushion heading into the break. Like I said, with this Sunderland team, we're doing things differently than I did in FC25. I'm not afraid to go backwards when I've got a chance here to sacrifice a good one in exchange for a great one. It's how we got that 2nd chance, it's how we got that 2nd goal, and it's how we should be getting our 2nd Premier League win in a row. Tune it up at Ashton Gate, and I feel confident we'll see this out from here. 2 minutes to play. Come on, see the clean sheet out. See the clean sheet out. I know the wind's in the bag, but see the clean sheet out as well. This is the kind of mindset that's going to get us over the hurdle this season. Even when the wind's in the bag, not giving up anything whatsoever against our opposition. Cross the far post, Anthony, you've got to win that. Yep, well inside. He's had a great game tonight. And as Trey wins that header too, that is the kind of rear guard display we will need in order to get over the line and win our first ever Premier League title. Even when the points are in the bag, you don't give your opponent anything. And they don't get anything from this game tonight. 3 straight wins in all competitions, 3 straight clean sheets as well. And like I said in that back of that draw against Southampton, we're going to slip up from time to time. It is natural, but you've got to put it right. We definitely have in this mini run. But following game, back to matters on the weekend, back at the Stadium of Light. This is going to be a tough one to follow into next. In form, Aston Villa coming to the northeast of England right now in the top 4, and a really difficult battle here at the Stadium of Light. Eddie Howe's Aston, no, it's not Eddie Howe anymore. Aston Villa next up. Yeah, it's Vincent Kompany in charge of Aston Villa now. I do wish there was a way to track the historical data of the manager market. It is a great feature from EA, and I've mentioned before, yes, it needs a little bit of work, there's no doubt about that. There's some very unrealistic decision making from the AI clubs, not just with appointments but terminations as well. But I do feel it's a great first edition from them. One thing I would like them to do is allow you to see the historical data of what clubs have had what managers. So for Aston Villa, for example, started off as Emery, of course, and then I think it was Thomas Frank, then Eddie Howe, and now Vincent Kompany, I think. But there's no way of me confirming that unless I just go back through all the footage. But yeah, I think that would be a great new sort of like next step from EA. Show me what managers have been where, and show me what clubs have had what managers as well, to see their changes over the years. As for Tawu, almost caught Emi Martinez out. Well, he's not changing, he's a villain for life. Yes, as I often say with EA, I'm very fair. I'll criticise them when they deserve criticism, and admittedly that is a lot of the time. But I'll also give them some praise when it's justified too. And the manager market and the unexpected events features, the 2 new features this year are really cool. Really cool. And yes, they need a bit of tweaking as Morgan... Oh, what a save by Robin Roos. Morgan Rogers almost got a lovely goal. Why does Robin never get replays after he pulls off a worldie of a save? Brilliant goalkeeper to keep it at 0-0. But it needs a bit of tweaking going forward, that's for sure. But for a first try, I give them a lot of props, man. It's a really cool start from them. And still 0-0 here, but yeah, I said this is going to be a tough game. It's definitely felt that way. Still goal is courtesy of an excellent save. But as things stand, I'd say Aston Villa looking more likely to take the lead here. As that cross deflects behind for a corner, still goalless. Second half underway, still currently tied at 0-0 as that header is easily caught by Robin. And I'll fake left and go. Oh, no. Fake left and go right. Johnny Burkhart read it and said, you can't catch me out, watch what I'm going to do. First of the season for the German, and points the camera on the home fans with their gloomy faces. I'm sure we'd see a few V's get flashed there. Oh dear. Well, I thought I'd faked everyone out as I was going to launch it down the right for Fatawu. Burkhart knew exactly what I was doing, positions himself perfectly, wins the header, puts it into the unmarked goal. What a silly goal to concede that is. Johnny Burkhart with the easiest goal of his professional career. And with half an hour to go, he might have scored the winner that will be our first loss of the season. And you know what's funny? A couple of years ago in my Docks to Glory save, I was going for an unbeaten Premier League season, and I think it was match day 32. Oh, what a goal. I lost to Aston Villa to see the streak get ended. It's the team that have done it again. Morgan Rogers hurdles the corner flag, and there's nothing I can do about that. Villa 2 up and our unbeaten streak ending here. Well, the first goal might have been a silly mistake from yours truly, but to be fair, Aston Villa have been a better team out there. I've struggled, really struggled, as I felt I might heading into this one. And it is going to be our first league loss of the season, our first defeat domestically, our first defeat at the Stadium of Light, and a big one as well to allow the teams below us to start catching up to the Black Cats that were sitting on top of the tree. Johnny Burkhart, who got the first goal, finds Pavlovic, and Villa looking for a third goal here. Hinchelwood is there. Oh no, not again. Oh, not again. Pack it up, boys. It's been an afternoon to forget. It is 3, and Johnny Burkhart has got 2 of them, and both of them have been absolutely catastrophic errors. Sunderland, masters of their own downfall, and the long unbeaten streak domestically is going to come to an end. I don't know where I was trying to pass it, or I just mishit the ball. I wasn't even trying to get it through the middle. I was looking for Siddiqui. Goodness gracious. But pack it up, boys. Pack it up. They've been a better team despite the 2 comical goals, but You're going to have defeats like this. You're going to have days like this. Mama said there'd be days like this, man. Move past it. Move past it. That is a truly humbling way for our unbeaten start in the league to come to an end. But like I said, you're going to have games like that. And you just got to move past it and put it right next time out. So let's do it. Match day 6 of the Champions League phase, and a big one as well, because our final 2 games are going to be really tricky. But this definitely a winnable contest. Club Brugge, the Belgian side, coming to the Stadium Light right now in the top 8. But I would say we need to win at least 2 of our final 3 games to stay there. Let's get one of those 2 in this one on match day 6. Our following game, let's put it right here. Club Brugge at the Stadium Light. We still back you, Robin. We still back you, son. Starting to get a bit frustrated. Half an hour to go. Still tied at 0-0. Haven't created a chance yet. And the Belgian side are going to grind out a point and a clean sheet. And, oh, they might even get a winner here, you know. Shot comes in, Roof's beaten, saw it late, got nothing on it. And Club Brugge lead through Ludwig Rice. Goodness gracious me. Back-to-back defeats. Where has this come from? We ain't going to do it now. There is no way we're making the top 8 now. Because our match day 7 is away at the Allianz against Bayern. And, of course, they're going to beat us. So, yeah, we are going to be a playoff team at the absolute best. And I said when the league phase fixture were drawn, yeah, we should be a top 8 team. But, goodness gracious, we have been poor in this European campaign. Yes, we beat Juve on match day 1. Yes, we beat Dynamo Zagreb, but the other fixtures, poor. Really poor. A defeat tonight against Club Brugge, a draw against KRC Genk, a thrashing at the San Siro, and I have no doubt we'll lose in Munich as well. Awful. I do not know what to say other than it's not over. Promise State, what a ball. That was incredible. 2-1 right from kickoff, right back in it. We've got 10 minutes to salvage a point. Throw for Club Brugge, and I'm going to put them under as much pressure as I can as they'll hoof it away, and that should be won by Trey. You've got to win that, son, every day. Rig, ball, Vitalu touch, and finish! Come on! What a moment as the star of Sunderland does it again. Abdul Fatawu keeps his composure and bails the Black Cats out from 2-0 down. We said it last season. It ain't over till it's over, and it is still 2 points dropped, but it could have been a very disappointing defeat. Oh, what a ball, what a touch, what a fish on the weaker right foot on the half volley. Sunderland absolutely getting away with it. It's back-to-back games by the win, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse. Well, we have dropped outside the top 8, but it's only on goal difference. It is incredibly tight in the race for an automatic place, and whilst I do think we'll lose away at Bayern, at least we've still got a chance of bypassing the playoffs with 2 to play. Oh, we would have been in the top 8 with a win though. That is such a big disappointing slip up. And on the back of back-to-back games without a win, let's put it right here in a really tough one. Following contest, back to matters in the Premier League, but away from home. Arsenal in North London, where after only 1 loss this season in the Premier League, it shows you how difficult it's going to be to topple Man City. They've leapfrogged us already after only 1 defeat so far. But the Gunners right below us on the table, and a loss here, and back-to-back in the Premier League, and we'll drop to 3rd as well. So a big game to try and bounce back in. 2 more games today. This deep and on one. Arsenal away in the capital. How are you, lads? I can see the season going 1 or 2 ways, really. It's going to be either a really close title race between a few teams, us, Arsenal, and Man City, I would say, at this current trajectory. Or us and Arsenal are going to start slipping up in games, cancelling each other out, and then Man City are just going to take advantage and run away with it for the 3rd straight year. It's 1 of the 2. It's 1 of the 2. And heading into this game here, I'll take a point to stop the rot. But a win would be huge. Oh, Courtois. Brilliant save on Fatawu. Yeah, no wins in our last 2. A point away at the Emirates, never a bad result, but a win tonight would be absolutely massive. Yeah, 3 wins in 7 in all competitions. If we fail to get it done here, that is not the kind of form that is going to give us any kind of confidence of making it 3 straight years where we win a major honour. The Community Shield is not a major honour before anyone points that out. As much as I'd like to admit it is, it's not. So, yeah, we've got to win something this year. I don't mind what it is. It could be the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. Oh. Or hopefully one of the Champions or Premier League. We've got to win something. We got to win something. Very good start though from Sunderland. Encouraging early doors. Zubimendi finds his man Ardagula. Roos makes the save, but no one's there. Apart from the man who's always there. He never really leaves. He's always around. And he certainly is from 8 yards out. Gabriel Jesus with the finish, and Arsenal have the breakthrough against a run of play. This is typical Sunderland. Away from home, at one of the toughest grounds to go to, starting off strong, looking good early doors, and yet conceding the first goal against a run of play from a rebound goal, and after that, not being able to get back in it. Absolute typical Sunderland stuff, this. And there's still time, but we just haven't responded. Went a goal down, haven't responded. And, almost swore. Just can't break him down. Declan Rice has had a stormer through the middle of the park. And I have absolutely blown it. Absolutely blown it. Unless. Talby. Oh, what a save by Courtois. Unk still got it. Excellent save by the Belgian. And Ahmad bends one, easy claim. Come on, it ain't over yet, as Anthony does really well. Ball, touch. Yes, get in. Finish. Come on. It's not the win we need to return to victories, but it will be a crucial point away against a title rival. Get in for Tawu. We need a win. This is going to be 3 wins in 7 in all competitions, and I'm sorry, even though there have been some tough opponents here, even though some of these teams have been in really good form, it doesn't matter. You've got to win these games if you want to win a championship. As Guerrero received, we'll have one last chance. Can't surrender possession here. Worked inside. And Talby hits the winner. And Sunderland have come from behind to claim a massive, absolutely massive win away at the Emirates. Psychologically, that could be the victory that gets us back on track and says to Man City, back-to-back champions for you lot. But this year, if we don't win it, we'll run you awfully close. Great build-up, great finish, great comeback. What a fantastic win this will be in North London. Get in! One final chance for Arsenal. Come on, don't throw it away from here. Yes, Maxime Welling, and that is going to do it. What a turnaround from Sunderland. What a win, and what a psychological boost that could do for these young Black Cats. It was almost disaster. Instead, it is elation, and a huge 3 points away in North London. But that will do it for today's episode. We'll end it there on a big high. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with the Carabao Cup quarter-final against Nottingham Forest on Christmas Day. More big games in the Premier League, aiming to keep pace with Man City, and we'll have the FA Cup third round away against Fleetwood Town as the January window will open. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Get in. What a turnaround.